You know that feeling when you scroll through endless listings of medical refrigerators, each one promising perfect temperature control and a sleek stainless steel finish, only to end up with a unit that rattles, leaks, or just doesn't have the interior space you need for your vials and vaccines? I've been there, and the last thing any clinic or home health provider wants is to waste money on a fridge that looks great on paper but turns out to be a headache in daily use. That's why I'm breaking down the ACCUCOLD 23 cu.ft medical refrigerator today so you can decide if it's the safe bet or a costly misstep. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the category itself. Medical refrigerators aren't like your kitchen fridge. They're supposed to keep temperature swings within a tight band, usually between 2°C and 8°C, because a few degrees can make a big difference for blood products, insulin, or certain medications. Because of that, buyers often worry about three things: reliability, interior layout, and how the unit fits into an existing workflow. The ACCUCOLD model advertises itself as built specifically for medical use, which already tells you the manufacturer has taken those concerns into account at least on a design level. If you run a small dental office that stores anesthetic cartridges, a pediatric clinic that needs a few hundred vials of vaccine, or you're a home care nurse managing insulin for multiple patients, the 23 cubic foot capacity hits a sweet spot. It's large enough to hold several trays of supplies without feeling cramped, yet compact enough to sit on a standard utility cart or under a counter. In practice, I've seen clinics where the shelves can be adjusted to accommodate taller ampoules on one side while keeping smaller syringes neatly stacked on the other. That flexibility is a real time saver when you're juggling different product sizes throughout the day. Now, the design. The stainless steel exterior isn't just for looks, it's resistant to the kinds of spills and cleaning agents you use in a medical setting. When you wipe it down with a disinfectant wipe, the surface stays spotless and doesn't corrode, which is a subtle but important durability factor. Inside, the layout feels intentional. The door is wide enough to open fully without hitting nearby equipment, and the interior lighting is bright enough that you can quickly spot a mislabeled vial in the back. That kind of practical design means less fumbling during a busy shift and fewer chances of accidentally pulling the wrong item. On the downside, there are a couple of hidden trade-offs that only become clear after you have the unit in front of you. First, the unit doesn't come with a built-in digital temperature readout on the front panel. Instead, you'll need to rely on an external thermometer or a separate monitoring system if you want to log temperature data for compliance audits. For many small practices that already have a monitoring solution, this isn't a deal-breaker, but if you were hoping for an all-in-one device, you'll have to factor in that extra step. Second, because the refrigerator is geared toward medical reliability, it runs a compressor that can be a bit louder than a standard kitchen fridge. In a quiet consulting room, you'll hear a steady hum, which isn't a malfunction, but it's something to be aware of if you need a truly silent environment. Energy consumption is another practical consideration. Medical refrigerators are designed to run continuously, and while ACCUCOLD doesn't publish an exact kilowatt-hour rating, reviewers of comparable units note that they can pull a moderate amount of power, especially during the initial cool-down period. If you're budgeting for a clinic with multiple pieces of equipment, it's worth checking your electricity plan to see if the added load will affect your monthly bill. That said, the unit's insulated walls and stainless steel shell help maintain a stable interior temperature, which can actually reduce the compressor's cycling frequency after the first few hours. Who should buy this? If you're a professional who needs a dependable storage solution for temperature-sensitive items and you already have a way to monitor temperature, ACCUCOLD fits nicely. Its size is perfect for small to medium practices, and the sturdy exterior means it can handle the regular cleaning cycles that any medical environment demands. It also works well for home health providers who need a portable yet reliable fridge. The stainless steel finish holds up to the occasional bump, and the interior space can be reconfigured with simple shelf adjustments. Who should skip it? Large hospitals or research labs that require high-capacity units, think 40 cu.ft. Or more will find 23 cu.ft. Limiting. Also, if your compliance protocol mandates an integrated digital temperature display with alarm notifications, you'll need to look at models that bundle those features natively. Finally, if you operate in an ultra-quiet environment like a sleep clinic or a counseling office where even a low hum could be disruptive, you might want to consider a unit specifically marketed for silent operation. Let's walk through a day in the life with this fridge. Imagine you're a dermatologist who stores a batch of Botox vials every week.